I didn't wake up one day and leave. It didn't happen like that. Nothing exploded. Nothing ended with a sentence. I stayed long after my reason stopped working. You didn't hurt me suddenly. You became predictable. Every day looked acceptable until it didn't add up anymore. You thought we were fine, 'cause I stopped complaining. I learned silence keeps things calm, but calm is a percentage and is. We laughed in public and avoided each other at home. You asked if something was wrong. Only when you felt the distance, I said I'm just tired, because the real answer took too long. It didn't fall apart, it thinned out. Plans stayed vague on purpose, so no one had to commit. You assumed I'd stay because I always get. I assumed you'd notice because I finally didn't. Nothing dramatic pushed me away, just repetition without direction. I waited for you to ask differently. You never changed the question. You call it stability, I call it standing still. Comfortable, I was adjusting myself smaller. We didn't fight when postponed the truth politely. You thought time was on our side. Quietly, I didn't leave angry, I left clear. Not because I stopped caring, because I finally paid attention. It didn't happen like that, the way you're telling. There was no final moment, only the moment I stopped correcting myself. I didn't disappear, I stepped out of the pattern. You'll say it came out of nowhere, but I lived there for a long time. It didn't happen like that. It happened slowly. And when it ended, it already had.
You read my message and left. No reply, no delay. I watched the timestamp change and understood everything. You didn't block me, you didn't explain. It made it clearer somehow. I checked my words again, looking for damage. There was nothing sharp there, nothing demanding, just honesty without padding. You saw it and chose distance. That choice said more than any sentence you could have typed. I waited a minute, then another, not because I expected an answer, because habits die slowly. You stayed online, which felt intentional. You didn't owe me comfort, but you owed yourself accuracy. I realized I'd reached first, and that mattered. You weren't confused, you were finished. If you cared, you would have said something small. Even a delay would have meant consideration. Silence was the decision, not the absence of one. You didn't misunderstand me, you avoided responding to clarity. I didn't send too much, I sent it to the wrong moment. You read it calmly and stepped away. That told me where I stood without argument. I didn't send another message, I respected the answer I got. You'll probably say later that you didn't know what to say, but leaving is also a response. I closed the app and felt lighter immediately, not because it didn't hurt, because it finally aligned. You read my message and left, so I stopped waiting. I didn't lose you there. I found the truth, and that was enough to move forward without asking again. heard you laugh in the next room, like nothing was happening. The sound traveled easily, that's what stayed with me. You weren't pretending, you were comfortable. That hurt more than anger would have. I sat where I was, listening too carefully. Your laugh wasn't forced, it landed naturally, which meant you were fine without checking on me. I realized then we were in different moments. You moved on inside the same space. I stayed where things were unfinished. I didn't interrupt because what would I say? Please remember I exist. It felt unnecessary. Your laugh filled the room, mine stayed internal. You didn't lower your voice, which told me you didn't notice, or you noticed and didn't adjust. Both meant the same thing. I stayed quiet, not to test you, but because I already knew the wall between us didn't need words or laughter crossed it. My silence stayed here. I wasn't upset about the laugh, I was upset about the ease. You weren't avoiding me, you were beyond me. That's harder to argue with. I stopped listening eventually, but the sound stayed longer than it should have. It rewrote something without asking permission. I understood then that closeness doesn't guarantee awareness. We shared walls, not moments. I didn't leave the room right away. I let it settle, because leaving too fast would have felt reactive. I waited until the laugh faded and nothing replaced it. That quiet was honest, it matched how I felt. I heard you laugh in the next room and realized I was already somewhere else emotionally. That laugh didn't end us, it confirmed it. You didn't mean anything by it, that's what made it final. Don't call it busy, call it what it is. You had time, just not for me. Your days didn't collapse, they filled up selectively. You answered others quickly that didn't go unnoticed. Busy sounds temporary, this wasn't. You stopped asking follow-up questions because answers would have required space. I learned the difference between delay and avoidance. plans, you planned weeks ahead and left me undefined. That wasn't an accident, you didn't forget. You did prioritize and use the word busy so it wouldn't sound intentional. I waited through schedules that never included adjustment. You said soon without checking what that meant for me. Busy doesn't cancel care, indifference does. You made room for things you wanted and framed the rest as timing. I noticed how often busy arrived right after honesty. You didn't say no, you let time do it for you. That way you stay reasonable and I stayed uncertain. I rearranged my days around your availability. You never asked me to, it should have been the answer. Busy became a shield you hid behind politely. Every unanswered message carried the same tone. You didn't need to explain, your pattern was consistent. I stopped asking when you were free because you always were, just not here. Don't call it busy, it wasn't chaotic, it was ordered, just without me in it. You kept your life moving, I kept waiting for a pause. There's no resentment in this, only accuracy. Busy is something you escape, this was something you chose. And once I named it, I stopped accommodating it. Don't call it busy, call it finished. You said I'm fine. I get close to conversation, no explanation, no follow-up, just a sentence that shut everything down. I didn't push, because pushing would've made a man to fix. You didn't sound upset, you sounded decided. I'm fine wasn't reassurance, it was a boundary. You didn't ask how I was, because that would've reopened it. I realized then you weren't protecting yourself. You were ending it quietly. I waited for something else, a crack, a question, nothing came. You repeated, I'm fine. When I slowed down my voice, that's how I knew it wasn't temporary. Fine doesn't mean okay, it means done explaining. You weren't angry, you were finished and gave it. I checked my tone, my timing, nothing that changed the outcome. You didn't want a solution, you wanted closure without discussion. I'm fine, let you leave clean without owning the impact. I stood there holding a conversation that had ended already. You didn't hang up abruptly, you stayed polite. That made it harder to argue with. I thought fine meant stable, it meant unavailable. You ended it without naming what it was. And I didn't ask you to clarify, 'cause clarity had already chosen side. You said I'm fine, and the space widened immediately. I felt it settle like something irreversible. There was no door slam, just distance locking itself. I understood this wasn't something to revisit. You were asking for patience, you were asking for acceptance. I'm fine wasn't the truth, it was the end. Once I heard it that way, I stopped responding. You said I'm fine, and I finally listened. That's how it ended, without noise. Just a sentence that didn't need a reply. We deleted each other like it would change what happened. Your name disappeared from my screen, not from my memory. I watched the contact vanish and felt nothing dramatic, just a quiet sense of order, like putting something back where it belonged. You didn't block me, you removed access that felt more deliberate. I did the same, not to hurt you, to stop checking if anything had changed. Deleting felt responsible, like choosing rest over repetition. But the story didn't disappear, it stayed intact. Every moment still existed, just without a shortcut. We erased the evident, snappy experience. Your voice still showed up at inconvenient times, not loudly, just accurately. I didn't miss the messages, I missed the context, the way things made sense before they didn't. Deleting didn't bring closure, it brought boundaries. I stopped expecting updates, that was progress. You stopped being reachable, that was the truth. We removed each other to prevent new damage. But nothing rewrote the past, it remained unedited. I realized deleting isn't erasing, it's choosing not to revisit. The stories stay complete without needing access. I didn't feel lighter, but felt contained, which was better than exposed. You probably deleted me casually, I did it carefully, not out of anger, out of accuracy. We didn't erase history, we archived it. Non-notifications, no reminders, just a finished chapter that still exists. Deleting didn't make it smaller, it made it quieter. And quiet was enough to finally move forward. We deleted each other, not the story. Our part stays even when no one can reach it anymore. We deleted each other like it would change what happened. Your name disappeared from my screen, not from my memory. I watched the contact vanish and felt nothing dramatic, just a quiet sense of order, like putting something back where it belonged. You didn't block me, you removed access that felt more deliberate. I did the same, not to hurt you, to stop checking if anything had changed. Deleting felt responsible, like choosing rest over repetition. But the story didn't disappear, it stayed intact. Every moment still existed, just without a shortcut. We erased the evidence, not the experience. Your voice still showed up at inconvenient times, and not loudly, just accurately. I didn't miss the messages, I missed the context, the way things made sense before they didn't. Deleting didn't bring closure, it brought boundaries. I stopped expecting updates, that was progress. You stopped being reachable, that was a truth. We removed each other to prevent new damage, but nothing rewrote the past, it remained unedited. I realized deleting isn't erasing, it's choosing not to revisit. The story stayed complete without needing access. I didn't feel lighter, I felt contained, which was better than exposed. You probably deleted me casually, I did it carefully, not out of anger, out of accuracy. We didn't erase history, we archived it. No notifications, no reminders, just a finished chapter that still exists. Deleting didn't make it smaller, it made it quieter, and quiet was enough to finally move forward. We deleted each other, not the story. That part stays even when no one can reach it anymore. You walked past me like a stranger, not rushed, not unsure, like you'd practiced not seeing me. And it finally worked, there was space to stop. You didn't use it, your eyes stayed forward, that felt intentional. I stood where I was so the moment wouldn't blur. You didn't look surprised, which told me everything. No pause, no hesitation, just movement, clean and decided. I realized then this wasn't avoidance, it was completion. You didn't pretend not to recognize me, you recognized me and kept going. That difference matters. I didn't call your name because names belong to closeness. You didn't glance back because you didn't need confirmation. We passed each other without collision, like two finished paths crossing briefly. I thought it would hurt more, it didn't. It clarified something quietly. You weren't angry, you were done acknowledging. I noticed how steady your pace was, no adjustment that told me this wasn't new for you. You had already rehearsed leaving, recognition, and you didn't offer it. That honesty mattered. The moment passed quickly, but it stayed exact. I didn't replay it. There was nothing to correct. You walked past me like a stranger, and I accepted it immediately, because strangers don't explain, they move on. I didn't follow, because following would have meant denial. I let the distance complete itself without interference. We didn't end that day, we confirmed it. You walked past me in the storyline. No conversation, no repair, just accuracy in motion. That was the last time I needed to imagine an ending. You walked past me like a stranger, and I finally matched your pace forward without looking